Welcome to the Team Dynamics Administrator Training resource videos. In this video, we will cover the configuration of email monitors for your ticketing application, allowing you to convert emails received to a designated mailbox into tickets. Team Dynamics supports the intake of email to generate tickets automatically. This is accomplished through a connection to an Exchange shared mailbox. Technology Solutions will work with your unit to create the shared mailbox and update the mail routing for your publicized email addresses. In this video, we will go over the configuration of email monitors, which control what is done with the email processed by TDX. In the near future, we will be able to leverage new capabilities within TDX that allow for real-time email processing. However, currently the email monitoring service checks a folder in an email account every 5 minutes for any new messages. When it finds a message, it will create a new ticket using the sender and content of the email. Note that Team Dynamics does not support CCs. This means that if your customer sends an email to your support email address and copies other individuals, those individuals will not be added to the ticket or informed of the ticket's creation. The first step for creating email monitors is to configure an authentication connection for the monitor to use, along with a local Team Dynamics account to use for the ticket creation mechanism. Technology Solutions will configure both of those elements for you. You will start by creating an email monitor. Select Email in the left-hand menu bar, then select Email Monitors. Next, select New in the top menu bar. This will open the Create Email Monitor page. First, check the Activate checkbox. This ensures that when you save your configuration, the monitor will confirm connection to the defined email box. Next, name your email monitor. Select the created auth account from the Auth Account dropdown. Next, we will go over email settings. Note: the shared mailbox created by Technology Solutions will be pre-configured with a standard set of folders to use for the setup. However, you may want to change the configuration to meet your unit's needs. This example will be based on our recommended settings. Monitored folder name is the folder on your mail server that it will be monitored for new emails. Typically, this is your inbox folder. Processed folder name refers to the folder where emails successfully processed into tickets are moved. This typically should be the deleted items folder. Unsuccessful folder name refers to folder where emails that are not successfully processed are moved. A folder named Errors is created in the shared mailbox, and it is recommended to use this folder. Error to email is an email address that is notified if the monitor fails to process an email. This should not be an email address that routes into Team Dynamics, and it is recommended to not be an individual's email address. Run interval determines how often the service will scan the email inbox for new emails. Set this to 5 minutes. Next, fill in the TD username and TD password fields for the local Team Dynamics account that the email service will use. These credentials will be provided to you by Technology Solutions. Next, determine how the email monitor should handle emails that contain reply tokens. This should be set to Move to Unsuccessful. The next question asks how the monitor should handle unprocessed emails older than 7 days. This should also be set to Move to Unsuccessful. Attachments determines whether Team Dynamics should process email attachments and add them to the created ticket. Generally, this should be enabled. Once you are done, select Save at the top of the page. Once you have created the email monitor, you will want to create rules that defines the values applied to certain ticket attributes. These can instruct the monitor on what to do if, for example, a subject line contains certain words or phrases. Think of these like inbox rules in Exchange. You can drag and drop rules to sort the order in which they are checked. The bottom rule should always be configured with no words in the subject filter so that all remaining emails process against this rule. Select New at the top of the screen to create a new rule. First, enter a name for the rule. In the Contains field, you can define what word or phrase should be contained in the email subject. Only emails with that word or phrase will be processed against this rule. Next, you can define various elements of the ticket, including which forms should be applied, which person or group should be responsible for the ticket upon creation, what status the ticket should be created as, and more. You must select a ticket type from your list of created types. You must also select a default account/department value, which should be set to None, Not Found. So long as the sender is using their UIC email address, this value will be overwritten to the sender's affiliated department. All other fields are optional, and if left blank, the ticket will fall back to your ticket application's default settings. At the bottom of the page, there are 3 final options. The first allows you to define whether a requester entry should be created if the sender email address does not match someone already in the Team Dynamics system. Generally, this should be checked. The next 2 control whether requester and/or the responsible group or individual should receive an email notification that the ticket has been created. It is strongly recommended that both of these options be checked. Select Save when you are done. Repeat this process for any additional rules you want to create. Remember that you can drag and drop the rules to adjust the order in which the rules are checked. Thank you for watching this training video on email monitors in Team Dynamics. This is the final video in the Administrator Training series. We hope these videos have been helpful. You can view further information at go.uic.edu/tdx-admin-resources. Thank you.